Probably a little dark and hard to see, but I've decided to strike out on the trail here. And it's a little over a mile, actually it's almost 2 miles to the water. I left a note in my car for whichever ranger shows up with my phone number, so they can give me a shout if there's a problem, and I will just pay when I come back. The gate was open, so I don't really see that it's a problem. I mean, it could be a problem, but it's nice and early in the morning. Chances are, main things I will bump into at this point are going to be deer and snakes. But it's light enough to see, so it should be in good shape. Get down here to the water. I'm thinking I should have left earlier. Well, it didn't look like there were any clouds, but there's some very, very high ones to the east, which will probably have some lovely color if I can get down to the beach in time. And if not, the rest of it's just a bluebird sky. So we'll see what I can get, if I can get there before the sun comes up. I have a little less than 10 minutes before sunrise, so when I get to the beach over here, I'm going to have to hurry and see what's left of light and see what I can find in the way of composition. I should have left another 20 minutes to a half an hour, but the walk was a little longer than I expected. I'll know for next time. Alright, so I got here just in time, and what I'm doing is using this driftwood in front of me as a little bit of foreground interest. And the sun is just about to come up. It's one of those times when I wish I had an ND filter with me, because then I could stop this down a couple stops and just smooth this water out. But sadly, that is not an option. But I'm glad I got here when I did. And see what kind of view I can get of the actual cliffs when the sun comes up. Well, the color has pretty much come and gone at this point. I was hoping for some nice, bright orange, maybe on the cliffs over there, which you can see over there. But sadly, not a lot of that to be had today. There are, however, a good number of birds out and some wildlife, so I'll see what I can find. And unfortunately, this part of the beach is closed under the cliffs themselves, so there'll be no fossil hunting over there. But if I take myself down this way, where I'm allowed to go, you never know what I might find. So maybe I'll give that a go for a few minutes, see what's there, and just enjoy the peace. There's no one else around. It's kind of nice. And that's the whole point of being out here. Yes, the photographs are nice, but even if I didn't get here in time, well, just to be out here by the water, all by myself, it's nice. I learned a very painful but valuable lesson this morning. I was in such a hurry to get to the water with only moments to spare that I forgot to clean my polarizing filter. Sadly, it had quite a bit of dust on it, which, if I had taken but a moment to look, I could have cleaned. But I hurried on, and when I got home, I found that every one of my sunrise shots was ruined. As soon as I opened my RAW files in Lightroom, I knew they simply wouldn't be worth the effort it was going to take to fix them. Lesson learned. Slow down. Follow a process. Leave extra time when you can. Maybe it just gives me an excuse to visit again as soon as possible. Either way, the whole point of being there was to be there. Camera or no camera, I couldn't have asked for a lovelier morning. And there you go, first fossil of the day. I don't know how well the GoPro is going to pick this up, but you can see in the stone there the impression left by that shell. I'll take a better photo of it later, but good start. Nice fallen tree here would make for a lovely leading line if it led somewhere. Sadly, it leads to the water, but well, it doesn't really go anywhere. There's no actual point of interest in the distance. It's 7 o'clock. Been here for about an hour and a half, and I am still absolutely alone. And I love it. It's so peaceful out here. Well, it looks like I'm done at this spot. If any of those sunrise shots were any good, I'll share them. But I walked around for 2 hours looking for fossils, and besides the earlier one, I found more pretty cool. No shark's teeth. I was kind of hoping I'd find one of those, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to come back with a shovel and a rake and a screen and see what I can find. But some of these fossils are really cool. Imprints and actual shells and chunks of bone and things like that. Really cool. I will take better pictures of them later and share them. But for now, I think I'm gonna take a couple minutes to just enjoy the water, and then I'm gonna hike back and pay my entrance fee and continue hiking around the park. See what else I can see.